Oh, what a player. Oh, God. Sign him up to La Liga. Who is he? Kickoff. Bump, bum. So, yeah. Once again, ages 15 up. Get involved in in this program. It's good fun, good development. Oh, what a guy. One 0. Something that we need to work on is our defensive shape. White do it very well. The other team, they stay really tight and compact. Something we struggle to do. And boys, this player here, awesome player. He gave you lads some good feedback, saying you guys are really, really good. The technique is great. It's just some of the decision making, he was saying, is something to work on and think about. Let's have an example. Let's watch this. About the decision making. So, that's one decision maybe. Instead of crossing it across goal into the danger, especially when it's just come from that side, might be a bad choice. But Colt could have checked your shoulder, turned out, and driven the ball, potentially, rather than putting it back into the danger. So that's what this man was saying some of the decisions need to be better, but the technique, the skills, are all good. Even there, just right now, is a bit of a danger. We shouldn't leave this player by himself right now. So we're both kind of doing the same job here. Could one drop in, goal side, and then the other one can float in the middle. But we both left a player. So he makes his run. Then we both left him. Quite dangerous. Good drive, good finish, can't do much about it. Potentially get our body in front of him first. one of us should have gone. So my fault here, I should have committed and gone and blocked this shot and kind of cut him off. Ricardo could have then dropped in. Lucas marking his man, there's no worries. So from here, I should have gone. Lack of communication, but I get you're trying to be sneaky, so. But maybe before the free kick, you could have spoke to each other just quietly and asked what you wanted. Little rooms for improvement, little 1%ers that make a lot of difference. Could have been a goal rather than a wasted opportunity. You can see how why it's so good to be versed in these players. You can see just how they use their body, that they're just very strong, they're experienced, they know how to use their body. Switch that again, because this guy is being a threat the whole entire time. He likes to drive up with that left foot and slaps it. See how we can stop this. One thing we could do here is if you do commit here and that pass goes across, rather than arcing your run around, make a direct run to cut off to where he's going, rather than trying to go towards him and then chase after him depending where he goes. If it gets passed across, rather than arcing, can we just quickly make a recovery run to get in front of players like this who are really, really dangerous? Could be something to think about. So he doesn't just run past you, that you can get your body in front of him and not allow him this chance. Just something to think about with these really dangerous players. We really don't want to let them drive and shoot. So once again, you can see how tight they keep this shape. They don't want us to play through to bounce out, so they're really staying tight. Something we must then do is, rather than standing behind the player, or in front of the player rather, can we stand on the shoulder of them? So then if we do receive the pass, our first touch can take us into the space, rather than if we then take our first touch forward, Daniel, you're taking it into the defender. So with plays like this where we need to play around them, it's very important that we stand on the shoulder as wide as possible, but in line with them on the shoulder. So when you do receive the pass, your first touch can go past this line of defense. Alright. That's something to think about, because if we start doing that, then they may have to go, crap, they're getting around us, we might have to spread a little bit closer to them. And that will then allow this pass to the middle, which will then allow the bounce out. So it's either we can play around them, or we play through them and then bounce back out. Those are pretty much the two options. Cool. So you see there, you took your touch and he's come over. Where if you were that little bit higher, then use your back foot to take your first touch forward, you'll be in space and you'll beat both these defenders. Rather than trying to receive in front of the defender, then using your wrong foot, so now you're facing backwards, and now it's been a waste of time. Alright, I just did the whole video, well the second half of this video, and it wasn't recording, which is fun. So we'll do it again, but there's some things that we've got to work on in terms of getting wide, spreading the pitch really, really big. Because at the moment we're allowing them to stay really narrow, and we're not exploiting the wide areas, and we're going to get to why that's happening. It's about we're not getting on the shoulders of the players. Once again, he's a big threat. What we need to do is use our body against him. Really prevent him from making those runs. It's going to be hard to steal it from his feet. So get him off balance by using your body, arm on his chest. So once again, this is the same player that's pretty much scoring all the goals. We've got to really try to use our body, close him down. Don't let him walk past you. Put your arm on his chest. Use your body. Foul him if you have to. Obviously not dangerously, but really use your body to put him off balance, because you can't give him that space to walk around you and shoot. He's just too good. And against those really good players, you can't steal it from their feet. Just like Ricardo, it's hard to steal the ball off his feet, but as soon as you put some body on him, then it puts him off balance. He can't do the skills, he can't do the tricks. So this is what we want to start doing, is Luke is in a good position, but oftentimes when we get the ball in the right position, we're receiving on the wrong foot, which is our front foot, and then we're facing backwards again. So what we want to do is stand on the shoulder of their players. Luke is in a good spot, meaning he's in line with their closest defender. And so when he gets the ball, his first touch should go forward so he can slap it across goal or cross it or whatever. But oftentimes we're either in the wrong position, or when we do get in the right position, we then receive facing backwards rather than facing forwards. So cool, we're facing backwards here, Luca. And that might be an error with center's pass. But Luca, can you be light on your feet? And we want to be facing this way, Luca, because there's so much space here. He's only just coming towards you. Perfect opportunity to pass and then maybe move and get a 1-2 or pass and overlap. But now we've wasted this opportunity. We're now going backwards. And now once again we're thinking, crap, how can we break through this press? Once again here, could we challenge ourselves to receive facing forward? The defender's really far away. rather than trying to go back into this play or backwards, can we go forward? Can we take those risks, even though it's not that risky? If we have the space to go forward, we must go forward. Otherwise, we're wasting these opportunities and we're thinking, crap, how do we break through this press? But you can see we've had these opportunities to go forward, we're just not taking them. And once again, look how tight their square is. They're really tight shape. We have to play around them, and we have to take those chances. Another opportunity. So, look, we've really overcommitted. Perfect press. Like, we perfectly broke the press. We played around them. Now here, we have to go forward. Otherwise, we're wasting opportunity. Look how far these guys are disconnected. And normally, they're so tight. So we've done the job. They've overcommitted. We've actually exploited their press. And now we've gone backwards. Where here, we have to go forward. There's no one near you. We've got to play forward. Otherwise, once again, we have to redo it. That's what happens. Cool. Now, they're getting tight again. You can see they're closing the gaps. Now we're back where we started. We've got to try to break it through again. And we've lost possession. So it's so important that, cool, take your time to check your shoulder. Can we play forward and go forward? If not, then obviously we play backwards. But when you have the chance to go forward, we must take it because it's only few and far between. We don't get many chances to go forward against these really strong, structured teams. Broski. One thing while it's paused, you can see here, bang, we're all on the same side, literally all in line. That's a big problem. So me, get out the way, or Daniel, get out the way. We've got to rotate, move around. Can't all be on the same vertical line, especially. So even here, something that we all have to do better. Cool. As soon as I've played it out wide, I then have to get out wide and stretch this defense. So I can either get it to my feet back, or I can make that forward run and get split. So one thing we got to do: pass, make forward runs, or pass, open up again. Passing and watching like I am is no good. See, I'm closing up the pitch. No good. Waste of time. So these little quick habits of pass, make forward run, pass, get open, is what changes you to being a really good player. So there you can actually see, okay, I've gotten really wide, you can't even see me on the field, and that allows me to either receive at feet, or he's blocking me and getting me really tight so I can make that run through. So those are the options. Can I play around them, or if we stretch their defense and make them stretched out, it will leave gaps to play through. Those are the two options. I either play through them or we play around them. That only happens if we get wide, because once I get wide, it allows me to get it to feet out wide, which Daniel could get it to feet out wide here. Or if this guy goes, nah, I want to prevent that from happening, that will then allow the pass through. And also, the further we stretch these guys, it will allow Tom to get it to your feet, but Tom, something for you to do more often. Instead of leaning on the player waiting for the ball, really good centre backs will come in and intercept it. So can you meet the ball and then turn while keeping the ball close to your feet in front of you, not putting it through your legs and allowing the player to get it? Or meet the ball, and then play out wide. Only works if we stretch these defenders by getting wide. Width is so important in outdoor football, in futsal. So obviously my fault in terms of the pass, but that option is what we want. We want to play through the middle of all these guys to our striker. So like I was saying before, Tom, don't lean on the player waiting for the ball, because a good player will get in front of you and intercept that pass every time. Same with outdoor football. A good centre-back is going to come from behind you and intercept it. So can you meet the pass and then either roll him with the ball in front of you, not trying to put it between your legs and giving him the ball, or play it wide. But we have to meet the pass, because we want to play through to you so you can bounce out, but a good centre-back is going to mark you and steal it. So you have to come meet the pass. Obviously, it's my fault with the pass too, but it's what we want to do. We want to play to your feet. So can you attack the ball? Porcadillo. So these 1-2s, these forward passes and forward runs is what we want to do. Pass, forward runs. It's just have better touch than me. So here's not an issue with the turn in this situation, totally fine. But something that we find is you'll do that quite a lot. And before you've even got that ball to do that turn, they've intercepted it. So just something to think about is, can you attack the ball and meet it, and then do your turn or do your bounce? Just because this happens a few times. Nothing wrong in this situation. You had space, you had the space to turn, no dramas with that. But you'll find that a lot of times you do wait to do that turn. Someone comes in front of you and intercepts it. Porcadillo, porco. Dangerous. See here, once again, just the whole back foot thing. Could you take your left foot forward, control with your left foot? You might be able to drive down that line, Daniel, and then have a finish. So try to use your back foot, because that left foot is furthest from the defender. Then you might be able to take that first touch down here straight away. Take your touch into space, but keeping the ball close to your body, and maybe eliminate this player, rather than taking a touch back into the player in front of the defender. Our first touch needs to start beating these defenders. It will give us more of a chance to really score. Notice, for example, this player here, Colt, he will take his touch right past you and continue running and score. Can we take our first touch past the defender, drive and finish, just like he does? Should have been a goal. Great piece of play. Pass forward, run, cross. Beautiful. Great piece of football. We had our moments, man. We could have actually won this game. So here, got caught sleeping. Daniel was doing well. He was marking his man, but then he had to press. And then here, me even, but also I'm also covering this guy. So we've got to make sure that is very dangerous. Person by himself in the middle of the box. Honestly, should have been a goal. Left footer. Probably could have left that for a goal kick in the centre. Just something to think about. I missed this. I think he's the only one that scored for the whole team. Without that player, I think he's filling as well. Can't do much about that. Kind of poor defending by both me and Tom. But they kind of fumbled around. You know, can't do much, can't complain too much. I keep hitting the post. Lord almighty. Fast forward to second half. Well, in the game, man, we had the chances. Hitting the post. Ricardo got the ball pretty much in front of goal. Could have scored. We can't complain too much, man. We can't complain. Honestly, the scoreline doesn't really represent how we're playing. We're honestly doing better than the scoreline shows. But that's life, innit? Good. We love using the goalkeeper because we're now overloaded. We now have an extra player. And they can't mark all of us. Yep, totally fine. One thing to think about again is, can we take our first touch forward? So rather than stopping it dead, maybe we can take our first touch with our left foot straight away down, and maybe get a better shot on target. Who knows? But something we still have to do better. Taking our first touch past the defender, taking our first touch forward with our back foot preferably. So something we were saying to Luca just then is, whoever's goalkeeper, let the goalkeeper do this job here. Can the other player either push on or maybe get closer, let it dummy and run through your legs for the goalkeeper? But we want to utilise the goalkeeper so we can have extra numbers in the box. So either Luca, can you sit here maybe then Daniel and Tom can get back post. For example, how we always say we need front post, back post, kind of centre, and maybe let the goalkeeper do his job. I understand, obviously, we need to be careful on the break, on the counter-attack, but as long as Luke is here, there's no threat. Luca can still cover. And as soon as centre plays it in, he would probably drop off and also support. But let the goalkeeper do this job. Let the goalkeeper receive and switch, or receive and shoot. We don't want to be wasting plays, because at the moment we're wasting Luca and the goalkeeper. Both doing the same job. Meow. So one thing I yelled out there is, Daniel, call the name who you're passing to, but then obviously keep the eye on the ball. But I understand you're telling Tom to do something, but make sure you know where the ball is and who's passing it. Good, Tom. So this is great. Tom forced him to play one way, but he still tried to choose to go the other way, and of course gets blocked. So Tom was forcing him to go one way, and even though he didn't want to go that way, it forced him to. Well done if Tom forced him forward, that's fine. So one thing I keep telling you, Tom, stop running away from the ball. So cool, I pass it to you. You often try to do that turn where you run away and let it a million times over. That centre back is going to come, especially 11-a-side football. The centre back marking is going to come inside. So this habit of like trying to lean into the pass, you're just not going to have that time, especially in high level football where they're going to just take it off you. So if you want to do the turn, meet it and turn it, because then you get that space to actually turn. So if you attack the ball here, if you actually attack it and turn on the ball, you'll actually get this space. But you're running into the defender while he's running into you and trying to turn, he's going to get every time. So attack the ball, meet it, and then turn on the ball, or meet it and pass and play. But trying to turn this way, it's never going to work. If you're a striker, there's never a second of the game that you're not getting marked. So as a striker, you should be used to that already of, hey, look, if a ball's coming to me, I have to meet it, because I can't turn on it. There's going to be 2 defenders behind me. Always have 2 centre-backs on the striker. So especially come Sunday, the same thing is going to happen for the Niner side. You're always going to have 2 centre-backs on you. Or at least 1. So that habit might have to be altered. Something to think about. So obviously this was a bad pass. But one thing, I'm telegraphing around passing because I'm trying to tell you guys what to do. But if you just know that you're meant to come receive this ball, then I won't need to be obviously making it so obvious that I'm passing to you. So just make it a habit call. If we're ever playing through the middle, or someone wants to play through the middle, come meet it in this pocket of space. So then you can turn or play out. And then I won't need to make it so obvious that I'm trying to pass to you. So something the white team do much better than us is they keep this square really, really tight and not prevent that pass through. So that's something that we need to think about as well, because as soon as they play through, it's pretty dangerous for them to be able to turn and shoot because they got bigger bodies, or lay off and shoot. So he's a really big guy, and a lot of times they will be able to turn center and score, or lay it off to this guy that just made that run. That one there. Yeah, so that one, for example. So oftentimes I'll play through and then bounce out like we're trying to do. Can we try to prevent this pass going through by staying tight, blocking it, making that tight square like the white team do? They're very good at that. They're forcing us to play around them rather than letting us play straight through. So here, just lack of concentration of, we are in defensive shape, so we have to mark goal side. We no longer have the ball, so we have to make sure we're picking up our player, because that really should have been a goal, and then we're another goal down. Just because we kind of fell asleep for 3.5 seconds, bang, it's game over. So that's why we say futsal's so good. Not sure about that one. Let's see if it's a penalty. Look, it shouldn't have been a free kick, but if it was a free kick, it was in the box probably. Probably was a penalty. But that was weak. So something we need to do better, because I remember this, is when we're in the wall and we're trying to block the shot, as soon as they pass it, we have to break out and chase the ball. Daniel did okay, actually, to be fair. But we have to be ready for that. And Ricardo, block the goal. Not yourself. Jump into the goal, not away from the goal. You're blocking nothing. So if you're going to jump away, like scared of getting hit, run more central, so you're actually blocking the goal when you jump up. Because you're jumping away. If he hits you, it's gone out for a goal kick anyway. You might as well jump in this way. Get used to using your back foot, Luca. Use your left foot there. Left foot, go forward. Well then, Daniel, great tracking back. Could have been a goal as well. To be fair, 74 setting up everything. Scoring everything, setting up everything, so good player. I love it. Once again, open up, back foot, as in your left foot here. Take your first touch forward into the space. Because every second that you're slow is, it takes them only an extra couple seconds to slide over and we're back to where we started. So it's about, can we be quicker on our first touch? Can we be quicker with driving forward, passing forward, running forward? Like, you don't notice it during the game. I didn't notice this stuff during the game either. That's why the video analysis is so important, where we have so many moments where you can just drive forward, play forward, take our chances to go forward, where we then choose to go backwards or we slow the game down, and that's what kills it for us. And that's why the video analysis helps with these extra couple pointers. And you can see here, once again, we just got caught lacking, man. We're all chasing the ball. See here, we got both Luca and Daniel committing rather than having one player marking the guy who's a threat, And then these guys that just both got beat, presumably. Not sure what that one was, centre, but apparently he was trying to catch the keeper off his line. Centre. The goals aren't that big to chip someone. See what they did there? That's what we try to do. Cool. Come inside the middle, bounce out, see you later. It was great. Great by them. We have to do that more as well. And this is the type of physicality, which is why this program is so important. Just getting used to this guy. Just pushing you down, being a bully. Get used to it. Holding you back. This is when we say use your body like this. This is when you get to seniors, it's going to be worse than this. Because they're going to be really serious about winning and not letting you score. Because they're getting paid. They're representing their club. You know, this is just a little taste of what senior football is like. Pushing your arm down, bullying you. So it's very important to get used to this. So if you are a goalkeeper, this is not a bad strategy at all. Just shoot better than I do. So look how much, see how tight they stay. They don't want to press. They really don't want to. If you get close to something like this, have the shot. But I really should have kept that down. So if you are the goalkeeper, look how much you can utilise by getting up the pitch. And then as soon as they do try to commit, then you play around and we go. If they try to commit, then we play around or play through. So totally fine to do this as a goalkeeper. But how on earth did that go over the bar? Go underneath it. Goose. Loser. Good steal. So this is what will happen to you. This is what happens to you, Tom, all the time. Where if you don't meet the ball, the person marking behind you, any decent centre-back will be able to read it and intercept every time. So it's your job, Tom, to try to prevent this in your game from happening. Because this happens a lot. So it's up to you to hold that player off really hard and then try to push off and actually receive it and meet the ball. That is great football. Yeah, great. So this is what we say about playing around. It's very hard to play through these guys, so we've got to utilise playing around. So great movement by Luca from going inside to out. Kind of caught these guys off guard, so that's class by Luca. We can't play through, we've got to be able to play around. They can't block both at the same time if we're quick enough. They can't stop us from playing through them and playing around them. It's impossible. It's only if we're slow it's possible. kid. He's very smart. He's holding onto the post and everything. In this situation, try your best, Luca, to get in front of the pass and let me mark him from behind, or someone else, or can someone else get in front and block the space. Like I said, the seniors, they're very strong, they're very experienced, they're going to use their body very well. But he does very well here. He gets it to your feet, let it on, it was scary. So we think of these smart ways and how can we prevent these experienced players from doing their sneaky little tricks and things like that. Done well, keeper. Slotted that Luca! 4-3. Good comeback. Could have had Ricardo the chance to score. I hit the post twice. We're in the game, man. This is a really good team. To be fair, only this guy really scored and set up their goal. So, without them, man, we're in it. We're in it for sure. Zoccola. See what they say? There's too much gap in the middle. So they're saying, hey, look, guys, we're going to close this gap up. So they know that they don't want to prevent this. They want to prevent that pass going through. So you can see their shape and their idea is stay tight, no gap in the middle, don't let them play through. They want us to be on the wide areas because from here it's harder to score. And they did play well, but to be fair, the only reason they score is because 74 just dribbles past us and smacks it top bin, so. Porco zio! Learn to shoot, bro. Could have been an opportunity. Nearly to Tom. There, I was just trying to clear it out. Oh, I didn't want to lose it. Could have been. Only one goal in it. One minute left. 1 minute to score. Oh no. Oh no. Porco zio, porco. Let's watch this. Lucas says he's been pushed in the back. Let's see. VAR, ref. Gotta get used to it, boys. That's life, man. Experience. Gotta get used to the physicality. Push them back. Hold them off. Be strong. That's why we do this program. Get used to playing against seniors. That's the whole idea of the program. Futsal is one element of why it's so good, but Playing against seniors, playing against the men. Great tackle. It definitely came off me, not gonna lie. Good. So there's another example of the centre back beating the defender. So Daniel was in front, but he reads it and he gets in front first. So something that we have to work on is getting in front, meeting the ball, so then we can actually play football. If we don't take these risks of playing through, then all we're going to be doing is playing back and forth forever. So we have to play through. It's up to us guys to meet the ball, play out, and move, rather than letting this defender run from behind to get in front. But that's about it, man. Wrap it up there. They had a free kick, and that was it. Was it 10 seconds left? Go on, see what happens. Let's be real, nothing happens. So, that was the program. Easy peasy. See you next week.